25 years later, and they're breaking ground on what could be a break to this cold case. They have asked us to leave, so we're here on this public sidewalk, and he sent me this Facebook message. It is snowing right here in Alachua. The jury of 6 women has found George Zimmerman not guilty. I can't even walk all the way down here because of how deep it is. Austin Jones is potentially facing the death penalty. 2, 1, light up the pond. They have each highway on the app right here. Now, I have a lot of eager fans. They've been waiting a long time for us to go on camera.
I reference my experience to note that this is the most cold, calculated, and premeditated case of murder I have ever seen.
It's a sentence that Judge Eddy says is the only option.
The death penalty is not only justified, it is the only appropriate sentence based on the evidence and the law of the state of Florida. You, Michael Shane Bargo, are sentenced to death.
A sentence Bargo's father disputes.
Truth will come out sooner or later.
And a sentence that his attorneys think was too harsh, citing that Bargo's co-defendants all received life in prison. Sentences they believe could have been avoided.
And the system totally let them down and put these young children in a position to take matters into their own hands, which they should not have. If the parents had been there, if they had done more, this would not have happened.
Bargo, 19 at the time of the 2011 murder, is now 21 and becomes the youngest person to join Florida's death row. His attorneys argued that's too young, but they say the judge had no other choice than to choose death.
He has a lot of pressure locally to give the sentence that he did.
The victim's family was not in court, and Bargo's family was reluctant to speak to the media. But Bargo's attorney says the doors to this courthouse is not his last stop. She's going to take it to the next court because she believes the death penalty is unfair. Reporting in Marion County, Kyla Ryan, TV 20 News.
I have no place to go and I'm at a homeless shelter, but you know, I have hope.
Awen Amero's hope is one of the only things getting her by. Pushed into homelessness to escape domestic violence, she says she needs more help finding a place to live.
I mean, I'm one of them. I've been trying to find help for a while now, and I've been turned down by a lot of different places. Job
Placement, just one of the topics discussed at a recent meeting with the city's homeless population. The second topic, the numbers from the recent survey. Amero among the increasing population of women without a permanent residence.
More than a third of our homeless, unsheltered people are women. So that's a lot of women living on the street, which isn't safe, and about 11% of them reported being pregnant.
And that contributes to the growing number of children without a home. When we did our special about homeless children in November, the homeless education coordinator for Alachua County Public Schools predicted the number of kids without a permanent home would rise this January. And she was right.
Our school children count was scary high this year. It was 477 compared to 316 last year. So that was a huge jump. Another indication that more families are falling into homelessness.
Now that the numbers are in, what's being done to help? Well, Lowe says that the deal for the city's new homeless center at the old Gainesville Correctional Institution should close in June.
There's a lot of homeless people that need more help. That's what I think.
Now, I asked Lowe whether the number of homeless people in the city was proportionate to the size of Gainesville. She said she was just in Atlanta, and their whole population of homeless numbered 7,000, while Gainesville rang in at a total of 2,200. She says that number is too high for such a small city. Kyla Ryan, TV 20 News.
He's not afraid of the dark, but he's got to be hungry. He's got to be tired. He's been out there a long time.
Missing since Tuesday, Johnny's mother Kim says it's not the first time he's wandered off. He likes to gather sticks and play outside, but it's the first time he's been gone for this long, and she's afraid someone might have taken him.
If you have him, please let him go. Please.
The family has lived in the Ocala National Forest for 3 years now, and Johnny's nephew thinks he might be curious about where he used to live elsewhere in Marion County.
Actually, we're thinking he's trying to find his old house which is it clicked in his mind, and we think that that's where he might be headed back.
Johnny's family says they're overwhelmed by the support from the community. Flyers like these are going up all over town, like here at this local gas station.
Yeah, and this little store was a sign.
So I've met more people in my neighborhood in the last 24 hours than I have the whole 3 years I've lived here, and I'm so grateful for that.
70 people were out searching for Johnny. Marion County Sheriff's deputies had the horses and canines out in the woods, and now Lake County has offered their helicopter to help. The forest is dense, so they are beginning at the family's home and traveling out. His parents say Johnny is harmless, and they beg anyone who sees him to talk to him. He's probably looking for toys and may not know his way back home.
He knows his name, he knows my name, he knows his dad's name. He does not know our address. He knows he lives in Aqualaha, so he would be able to tell you his name.